Jobs report shows some job gains in industries like healthcare, hospitality, and leisure, but concerns are growing about AI replacing some human workers. Major companies like Microsoft, Walmart, and Business Insider are laying off employees amid the rise of artificial intelligence in the workplace. And business reporter at Axios, Nathan Bomey's here for more on that. Nathan, thanks so much for coming on. Our team has tracked down some spikes in AI-related questions being asked on search engines. And so we wanted to bring you on to get your take and to be able to give responses to some of that. One of the big questions is what jobs you think will be first to go and what layoffs you've seen so far because of AI.
Well, just this week, for example, Procter & Gamble is saying that it'll cut up to 7,000 jobs. Although they did not use the word AI, they used the word digitization and automation. So I think that sounds like AI because the positions that are at most risk are going to be positions that involve a lot of repeatable actions, data entry, data analysis, anything that requires you to sort through all sorts of documents at scale. That's something that AI can do really easily.
Is there's a such thing as an AI-proof job?
I think that the most AI-proof jobs are going to be jobs that involve a lot of human interaction because at the end of the day, AI can't really replace those interpersonal aspects of humanity. So just chatting with other people and trying to coordinate, trying to innovate together, those are the actions that I think AI won't really be able to replace. But if it simply involves just rote memorization or the sort of communication that involves really basic words and phrases, those are the kinds of things that AI can do very easily.
And I want to run you through some specific careers, the ones we got asked about the most, just to get your take on how you think they will be impacted by AI or if they already have been. So kind of a speed round here. Accountants?
Definitely at risk. Accountants are in big trouble because data entry and analysis is very easily done by AI.
Data scientists?
Same thing. I think in some ways that'll be a little bit more insulated, if only because if you can do analysis that the AI can't do, that'll help preserve your job. But again, the AI very good at sorting through numbers and figures.
Radiologists?
What's that?
Radiologists?
Well, I think that medical positions depends on the medical position. I think radiologists are in trouble, but on the other hand, we already have a shortage of medical positions, medical doctors, for example. So I'd be really surprised if we see an uptick in unemployment in the healthcare sector. But I do think the AI is coming for some medical jobs.
This is a big one. What about digital marketers?
Yeah, I think that it probably depends on what kind of digital marketing you're doing. But if you are doing the kind of marketing that simply involves very basic creation of advertisements, that's something that the AI can do because AI is really good at creating visuals now. And so I think if that's all you do, you're going to have to find a way to distinguish yourself.
And what about graphic designers?
Another problem there because creating visuals, creating charts. Is something that AI can do really well. For example, you can just feed into it a database and say, please, create a chart based on this, and it can do that pretty well.
Get ahead of this. So many people left other jobs and careers that seem to be floundering to learn things like coding. That was the job of the future, right? Now they're hearing they're going to be replaced by AI. So what skills should people be learning now to try to get ahead of this?
I think it's a really good point. There was a time when it felt like being a software coder was an insta job, and now we're hearing that maybe you're at risk from AI, and I think you are. I think the lesson here is that you don't really want to go into college or your master's degree and to learn a very specific skill because that could become outdated quickly. What you want to do is to learn how to learn, which means essentially you'll be adaptable no matter where the economy goes because you'll be able to change yourself and adapt to whatever happens in the future, and you'll be able to learn the skills that'll keep you safe from losing your job to AI.
Axios business reporter Nathan Bomey. Nathan, thanks for coming on. We appreciate it.